Hi everyone, welcome back. This is Gina once again, and today I am looking at my collage pieces that I did. I cut them up and I am trying to find a piece. Ooh, I love that one so much. I am not going to give away that one. So I'm measuring these pieces, which are 5 by 7, which is exactly the size I need. Would you believe I actually did not measure them when I cut it? I just did the whole collage sheet and then I cut them up and some of them ended up exactly 5 by 7. Okay, so my goal today is to make journaling cards because I'm doing a swap I'm doing an art swap with some people online. And the theme, what we have to swap is actually journaling cards. So I thought, what a great way to use up some of these collage pieces that I did, right? Yeah. So instead of starting from scratch, I have these pieces and I thought I would I'm saving that one too. I thought I would just push some of the background back. Yep. Push some of all these papers that I stuck down, just push them back a bit. And I decided that today I would use my braille and just add some white paint on all of the cards. So it's 4 cards that I'm doing. Yeah, it's 4 cards. I don't know. So I'm swapping with 2 people. I don't know if I'm going to give away the 4 cards or if I'll just do 2, but I thought I'll just do more just in case, I don't like how some of them come out, and I'll just choose 2 to give. Yeah. This swap is actually by Jenny Belly. I don't know if any of y'all know of her. I discovered her, I think it was November last year, so about a year ago. And I really enjoy her art swaps. They are really nice. So, they're all pushed back, the paint is dry, and I thought I would just start adding some more paint to some of them and just start doing stuff to them. I haven't done any art in a little while, and sometimes it's hard getting back into the groove of things, and for some reason I'm having a hard time getting art done as often as I would like. But I still am trying my best to put out a video a week. So at least I'm creating at least once a week, which is really not good for me. I don't like it, but it's better than nothing. So here now, because I had some paint underneath, all those colors underneath, I'm just bringing back in those same colors, which is the pinks and the blues and the greens, and I'm putting that aside to dry. With this one, it's a little more difficult because I have the paper with the lines and then I have my regular smushy paint paper. So I thought I would just continue those lines. And I was thinking when I was doing this that I should have done that before I added the paint. But for me, sometimes I just need to start. I need to get stuff down on the page. Otherwise, I'll just stare at the page and, be like, oh my gosh, what should I do next? Which is what I do, but I say it faster and the decisions come quicker. My intention is not to fill up the whole page with the lines, but just to extend some of them and, kind of make it look more cohesive, as if, obviously it's not the same, but, it still kind of looks continuous, kind of. I did pull out 2 sheets of coffee dyed paper, which I will stick to the back of all of them when I'm done, because they are journaling cards. But yeah, so the prompt was that we had to create journaling cards and we had to use a quote or a part of a song or, part of a poem or something like that. So here now I'm just trying to fill up the space on this card now. I really like those horizontal lines, but I like these circles too, which actually tie in with the background. It's just, you can't really see it too much because I braided over it with the white paint. But I thought it could tie in because it's in the background, but honestly, I really wasn't feeling it. But I still thought I would try anyway, so this is me trying to fit them in somehow. But when I put them on, it really didn't feel right. It didn't look right, so I put them aside for another project. So I was looking at my little container that I tried to clear up with the project of making the collage papers, and yeah, it's full. Again, it actually looks fuller than before, which was why I did it in the first place. It's kind of annoying. It's like these scraps, they're never ending scraps. That's what they are. Never ending scraps. But so I'm looking at them and I'm thinking maybe I could use them and try to make some clusters. Because before I was thinking, clusters are cool, but what can we use clusters for? But they actually, they could be like the highlight of a page, a focal point. So, yeah, I think I'll try working on that to get it down, make some more clusters. Here I'm using this. I found this shiny piece of card in my little container. And I don't know, I felt like it worked, and it was nice and shiny. I like shiny glitter stuff, so I thought it could work. I'm just trying to straighten the paper because it keeps curling. But I thought, yeah, let's add some shine. And I thought the brown could work because it's not, like a super bright shine. It's just brown but glitter. And I thought it looked good with the colors in the background. So I'm making it work. I'm trying my best to just find the pieces that look good on the card. And yeah, so my card, I will link my original video where I made these collage bases from my scraps. But the card is actually just a drawing page, and I stuck down my scrap papers on them. I think my next project will actually be to maybe finish the book. My 100 days books. I don't know. I have 3 more to do in the signature that I'm working on. So I might do that one in my next video, or I might actually make a little booklet with 1 or 2 of these from the collage pieces that I made. Because, it's cute, and it's nice to have a little booklet with some texture instead of, just regular books. So I like the look of this one. I like it. So I pulled back in this one. I still not sure what to do with it. I like the colors on it, but I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. I'm really trying to use this piece of paper. I got it from a magazine, but that also doesn't feel right on the card. I'm trying to decide what to do and how to do it on this card. I don't know. So I have this stick that I pulled out, and I thought, okay, maybe if we make some marks, that might help the situation, and I might, get some more ideas. So I did my usual. added some paint to it, and I made some marks using the stick. I liked how it looked because I love the black, how it highlights on the card, but it still wasn't feeling right. I did enjoy this process though of making the marks and rolling it and, seeing the different shapes and textures that I got from it. But it's still, I don't know, I don't know, maybe I need to cut up this card smaller or something. I don't know. It's just not feeling right. So I thought, okay, let's do the splashes. That usually works. And I felt better. I was like, ooh, yes, this is what it needed. But it's still not feeling like, it's still not feeling right. But I'm still doing my splashes because I'm thinking I need to get this card done and looking good. So I'm going to put that aside to dry and bring back in this one. This one was giving me a lot of trouble. I really didn't know what to do with it, and then the ink I used, obviously it was very reactive to the water, to the paint, so it smudged, and so I put more on top of it. But I still wanted to see the lines, so now I'm using a charcoal pencil, which I know will also reactivate with the water. Sorry, with the paint. But I still thought I would use it anyway. And then while I was braying, I saw the colors below again. So I thought, I think I want to add some color this time. So that's why I'm adding the blue to the top and the pink below, because I just wanted to just add brayer on some color. And the thing with a brayer, for me, I love the texture that it creates. It doesn't dry smooth and, it dries very gritty, and I love the texture and I like the look of it as well. It's awesome, and I like how it blends, how it catches some things but not other things. It's, yeah, I really do like the brayer, and I think because of where I have it, I don't see it much when I'm looking around for stuff to use, so that's why I don't use it much. But it's so cool. And then this is another paper stencil that I made. I actually was inspired by a lady, I can't remember her name. She actually made one like it, but there was a circle. I actually did that as well, but not on the stencil, because I just found it looked so amazing. So yeah, I will try to find that video. I feel like I wrote it down in my book with my tabs. So I'll try to find it. I feel like I talked about it in another video and I linked it in another one. But anyway. So yes. So I'm using my stencils that I made, paper stencils, which are awesome. I just love how this stenciling came out. My plan was for it to be green and not black. But I loved how it came out. And then while I was doing it, I was thinking I could make it gold. So I'll bring the gold in on top when it dries, and I'll do that. But then I forgot, so it didn't happen. Yeah, that happens too. So I found that the first marks that I made were very scant. It was like, it needed something else. So that is why I'm doing another layer of it next door to it. So now it looks like a double quotation marks brackets thing. And I found that looked much, much better. And I added one to the top because I found 4 looked odd. I like odd numbers. I find it's better on the eyes. So now, oh, I'm just giving it a border. I'm using the same ink, paint on the thing. What is this called? On the card. That side, that was a mistake actually. I didn't plan for the black to come on the card so much. I didn't realize that would happen. But, I mean, I couldn't stop it, so. And I just love how it looks. That was my heart. Yay! And I like this card too a lot. And these two kind of, I don't know. Yeah. So yeah, this one I'm not sure what to do. So I thought, okay, when in doubt, add some stenciling. That's my thing these days. So I'm adding my ovals, which I love, love, love. I just love how they look. I was thinking I should have probably drawn them closer together. But maybe I can make another one with them similar but closer together. But I really do like the look of this stenciling. It's so cute. I don't know, I don't know. And I found this when I was looking for other papers. Yeah, the things that I have that I forget about. So I thought, since we already have some circular shapes on the card, let's add some more. So I thought I'd just be really simple and trace out what they have. I'm not even going to move it. And I'm going to add some more on the other side, and let's see how that looks. As usual, I'm not sure what I'm going to do after that, but I just thought it could probably look cool. So let's see how that looks. And at first I was going to just draw a neat circle, but then while I was doing it, I was like, yeah, no, I'll make it messy, but messy inside. So the outside is neat and inside is messy. And then I thought, let me add some color around the circles, but not all the circles, just in certain areas. And I thought that might look cool. So when I started it, my hand just did its own thing, which it does from time to time. And my brain went along with it. It was, I was like, oh, this looks cool. So let's just feather it out a bit. And then it was taking long to feather. I didn't plan for so much black on the card. So that's why I was like, oh, I need to wash it out. Dip, dip, dip. Wash it out. And then, yeah, I keep making mess. But I must say I really enjoyed this process tonight. I am enjoying working with my cards. I actually look forward to it. So of late, I've been having some strange, I don't know. I have a fear of the desk, but when I'm here, I'm excited to start. It's really strange. I don't know why it is this way, but it is what it is for now. I know it's just a phase and I know it's going to pass, but I sat here. I know I need to clean up my desk, and I know that is part of it, the fear, because I get kind of irritated when things are all over the place. I just don't have the energy right now to tidy it up and put things away. But yeah, I'm excited to work on these cards that I made. These, from the from the scrap papers. Yeah, I'm excited to use the collage papers that I made, which is good. It's good. So today when I sat down, I was like, yeah, let's do this. Let's pull it out and see what we have, I don't know. I think it's exciting just pulling it out and seeing what I have created already and what I could do with it. Yeah. So I thought these circles needed to stand out a bit, but not too much. So I thought I'd bring back in the pink because it kind of is getting lost. I'd bring back in the pink, but just very lightly. And just that's what I would do with the circles. And then I thought maybe I could leave parts of it, some spaces in it. Make it look kind of realistic, quote unquote. I don't know. And that's how I brought in my white little curvies to make it look like bubbles, I guess. I don't know. Light is shining on it at some point in, somewhere. And I was just gonna do the left side, but I thought, yeah, let's do the right side too. I was wondering if I should add pink in the big circles, but I don't know, I was feeling like it might be too much pink. So I'm just adding just a faint curve of white on the right, well, the big ones. And then, of course, I have to add my splashes, which made my heart felt so, yeah. You see, I'm so excited. I love this card so much. And I really like this one too. I think it's the green. I don't know. So I thought, okay, I'm going to keep it simple, which means I'm going to stop there and add my quotes. So my next challenge with this was trying to, I didn't just want to stick them down. I just felt like that would be too flat. And so I went hunting around and I found some pieces of material to back it. This one was hard. I didn't know where to put the wood. The only brown shiny one, I didn't know where to put the woods. It just, I don't know, it was difficult. But yeah, I'm excited to use my words, my quotes, my little phrases, and I hope that the people who receive them are encouraged by the words and they find them helpful and useful and inspiring. So I actually decided to use cloth as my backing for some of them, like actual cloth. I have a seamstress and I ask her to keep some her scraps for me, so I go by her sometimes and she would have some nice scraps. And yeah, I just, I was like, blue. And then I have the netting from the garlic. When you buy garlic, you get the netting. So I'm using that as well. And I'm going to use thread to help just add some nice texture and just some yumminess to the card. So this thread is very thick. It's like twine. I didn't want it to be white and I couldn't find my regular thread, so I'm going to dye it black and then put it on my card. So it was a little messy. It's a little messy process, but I still think it's cool and it works, and yeah, it did what I wanted it to do. And because it's so much thicker than regular thread, it shows up a lot more, I find, which I like. And my stapler actually made it to staple it. I just found that was so amazing. It's like perfect. Here I'm just trying to tuck the end of the thread underneath because it's so thick that the end of it is very sharp. But yeah, here I thought I would staple it. I was going to just glue it, but I don't know. I felt the stapler would be a nice touch. Again, more texture. I wish I could have gotten piece in the middle, but it was too short. So I did add the glue in the middle, and I just put my rice bag on top of it to add some weight to help it get nice and stuck. Here I'm using the tweezer to try and get the cloth up, the blue up a bit more so we could see it to the top. I do like this one so much, and there's a lot of glue spilling out there, but see, I'm trying to get it up to the middle there, but it's too short. And here's my rice bag, and I'm just adding it and just drop it on the ground so it could get nice and pressed. So with this one, I'm just putting a black border around it as well, just like the other one, to help it stand out. And we are going to get our quote stuck down. this one was pretty difficult for me to, I don't know, I couldn't find the right thing to put underneath it to help it pop up some more, because I found it was just kind of blending too much into the card. You couldn't really see it. So eventually I just found some nice gold shiny thread. It's super thin, very, very, very thin. But it's, yeah, at first I brought in this piece of cloth. It's from an old shoot, to see if it could work, because I thought, the brown in it. But yeah, nah, didn't look good. So I eventually got the thread, and I used white. I found white thread and then the gold shiny one, and that's what I used underneath the card. The words, which I was pleased with. And then I couldn't figure out where to put it. It just, I don't know. I thought I was going to have to ditch this card, to be honest. When I say that, I mean not use it. I thought I wasn't going to be able to use it because it just wasn't working. I don't know. It didn't feel right anywhere in any direction. Ugh. So I finally decided on placement and I'm getting it stuck down, and I like that. It's, it's not detracting from the card. I'm putting a border now around it. It's the same paint sponge, and I'm just adding some blackness around the card, and I like how that looks very much. This one, it has dried enough. I like how it looks, and I felt like it should get a border, but I didn't, because there is so much black on the card. I didn't want to put another black border, so I'm using the white Posca pen to just add a white border around it. And now for the green card, I thought I would keep this one simple as well. Just add some thread behind it, but I don't know, it wasn't really showing, it wasn't really popping. And I was going to use a piece of green cloth, but there was too much green on the card, so I thought, let me use the pink. So I did, and I liked how that looked, and that's what I did. I don't know, I was thinking I probably should have put a little something on the pink cloth, but I decided to leave it. And then there was this brown piece down below. So I found it was looking really plain and standing out too much. So I just did some scribbly writing on it. And then that felt lonely. So I decided to add some on the side as well in the middle. And that was that. So now I'm sticking my pieces down. And I like how they look. I really like how they turned out. I would love to know what you think. Let me know if you like any, which ones you like, which one you like, you prefer. And I wanted to round the corners, but then I thought, well, if she wanted to round it, she could do that instead, because she might actually like it square. Or, well, and I couldn't find it. And then eventually I knew I could have done it, just, cut it out myself. But then I was like, you know what, I'll leave it. And if she wants to round it, she could do it. Because you can't unround it. It'll just be weird. So now I'm going to stick my coffee dyed papers to the back, which is good. I really like how they turned out. They're pretty big. I normally don't make such big journaling cards, but it's not bad. It's not, and I suppose if she wants, she could cut it down as well, because of how it's made. It's not it's not specific like a bird or a person, and if you cut it down too much, it'll just be weird. It's not like that. So because they're abstract pieces, she can cut them down. Of course, it will change the look of it, but she could still do it if she wants. They can still do it if they want. So yeah, you can even cut it in half, so they'll get two. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. I made some versatile cards, journaling cards, which is awesome. They could even add a pocket to the top of it, or even to the back of it. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm getting all these ideas. Okay, I need to stop. So, I would like to thank you once again for joining me. I'm happy that I was able to post a video. I kind of almost didn't make it, because I was thinking once a week, right? But yeah, thank you for sticking it out, for watching the entire video. I hope it encouraged you to create as well. Whatever project you are working on personally, I hope you decided, hey, let me do this while she's doing that. And yeah, I hope it was inspiring. And I would love to hear what you're working on. And if you've made some abstract journaling cards, what did you think about them? Do you use them, or do you give them away? Do you keep them stored and, just have them there? What do you do? What do you do with your journaling cards? And I would love to hear your comments, what you thought of the cards, what you thought I should have added or not added. That would be cool. I would love to hear from you. And which one you thought was the best out of the three? Was it three that I eventually just did? I think it was just three. Yeah. Yes, it was. The fourth one with that I did the sticks on it, with the pink and the blue and the green. Yeah. I don't know. I feel I might cut that up. I don't like it. I do not like it. I mean, I don't really like it. I don't know what I'll do with that. So, yes. I look forward to hearing from you, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye! Yes, I know I said goodbye and I'm back. I know. But these are the three of them. I like that they're all very different. You know, different colors, different styles. So I really like that about them. I think that's really cool because I made them all at the same time. So let me know what you think. Yes, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!